Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I am going to be doing a review for the fragrance Coach Floral Blush, this beautiful bottle, and I wanted to do a review on this fragrance and also mention another one, which is the original Coach perfume, which is the one that comes with, like, I believe it's black right here. I did have that one, but I sold it today. Did not work out for me, but I did want to mention both of those fragrances and just how they compare. I have not tried the other one, which is the Floral. I know that there's a pineapple note in that one and I'm very curious about it. I don't know if I should try it or not, but I am staying with the blush Floral. It's beautiful. I love this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the main accords of this fragrance, and it is floral, fresh, fruity, citrus, rose, musky, woody, and powdery. And the top notes are goji berries and grapefruit. Middle notes are peony and peach, and the base notes are musk and white wood. I just finished doing a blind buy haul, so I have so many fragrances on my arms, but I'm gonna spray it just to refresh my memory. This fragrance can be a little sharp in the opening, and it's most likely because of that grapefruit. When you first spray this, it is a little sharp and it could be a little headache inducing. I was fine when I wore it. I was a little bit scared that I would get a headache, but I didn't, because it starts to settle down pretty quick. There is no creaminess to this perfume. There's no vanilla in here. It is a floral, which I'm a little love and hate with florals, but this one's a really good one. I do get the grapefruit and the goji berries on the opening. It feels very fresh on the skin, very clean when you first put it on. And then it starts to dry down, very sweet. So I don't know if it dries down for other people, but on me, it starts to dry down pretty sweet. And it might be because of the peach and the peony together. It just gets very sweet and girly on me. Like, I really liked it. I wore it to go out to eat with my husband and the girls. And I feel like it gives me that vibe of like shampoo vibe. It was very clean, girly. Yeah, very like you just took a shower and you want to smell really good and girly. I don't know why I keep thinking about girly, but it's definitely one of those. It's not sexy. It's not like a date night type of perfume. Definitely just a clean, girly perfume. My husband liked it. He did compliment me on this perfume. And I do like to add if he complimented me or not, because I just find it funny like how men, which fragrances they prefer. My husband prefers sweet and gourmandish perfumes, but once in a while he will like a floral depending on which one, but for the most part he doesn't like florals either. This on me became a skin scent, I would say around the 3rd or 4th hour. But I did smell it on myself while I was getting ready, because the first thing I do before I even do my makeup is come out of the shower, put deodorant, and spray my fragrance that I'm going to wear. So while I'm getting ready and while I'm doing my hair, I usually am smelling my fragrance. And when I got to the restaurant, which already was probably like 2 hours into having the fragrance on, I kept smelling it on myself while I was sitting on the table at the table. I think that this would be a great spring scent. It's beautiful for spring. I really, really like it. It's very, very girly and sweet. And I would say that by the end of the day, probably like 6 to 7 hours later, I could barely smell it on me anymore, but it wasn't too bad on the longevity of it. I can't complain. I've had other fragrances that kind of disappear way quicker than this one. I won't say that this is beast mode or offensive. I think the first spray might be a little bit strong, but once you go out and you get to where you're going, it's gonna be already settled down into that sweet, girly smell. It's a really, really nice fragrance. And I had no headache and no nausea, because yes, some perfumes make me feel like I want to throw up. As bad as that sounds, I have gotten very sick from certain perfumes. It would be a great scent if you want to wear it for work and you like florals. I think that it's just a very shampoo-y, very girly girl fragrance, and I'm keeping this one in my collection. I love this one. Now I'm going to talk about the original Coach perfume because I had to sell it. I wore it this past weekend and I had just got it not too long ago, so I was testing it out, and the first time that I sprayed it on my wrist, it smelled so good. The original one, the main accords are fruity, musky, sweet, rose, powdery, woody, floral, leather, white floral, and fresh. And the top notes are raspberry leaf, pear, pink pepper, which that is great. But then the middle notes is Turkish rose, gardenia, and cyclamen. I feel like that's where it just gets too much for me because of the rose, and I'm a little picky with gardenia, so that wasn't working for me. And then the base notes are suede, musk, cashmere, and sandalwood. I put this on, which day was it? I believe it was Saturday. And I went to go out with my husband and the kids to eat and to the mall. And as soon as I sprayed this perfume on the first spray, it made me sneeze. So it it was strong when I first sprayed it. And it feels very like heady, like when you sniff it, it just goes straight to your head. It was too strong for me. It is like a clean floral scent, I would say. And I did smell the pink pepper and the pear. So it smells good. It's just that it's too strong for me. And when the rose starts to kick in, I feel like that just... and the gardenia also, I do not like gardenia in some scents, and I feel like I smelled it in this one. And it's also very musky. So it's a very nice fragrance. It just, I couldn't handle it headache wise. So I had to be very careful with it. I think that to wear this one, it's better to just do 2 to 3 sprays and not overdo it, because I tend to be an oversprayer, but that day I did start off slow and it was still too much for me. It gave me a headache for sure. I would say 2 hours into wearing it, I was in the car and I felt nauseous. I had a headache. I was in a bad mood, and I just kept feeling it like just on me. I didn't like it. But it does dry down really nice. You could smell a little bit of that suede, so it adds like a little bit of a warm touch to it. But it is a very floral scent. I feel like this scent is not unique either. I feel like it's a little bit generic. I do prefer the blush perfume 1,000 times over the original one. But if I had to suggest it, I would say that it's a good spring scent. That one I would classify as probably fine for most of the year. It's a very just clean floral smell. It lasted about 4 or 5 hours on my skin, and like I mentioned, I already listed it on my Mercari and it sold. I listed it this morning and it already sold, so I already have it. I would have shown the bottle, but I already have it in the packaging to go ahead and send it tomorrow. But I just wanted to kind of give my opinion on both of those fragrances. So if you are thinking of trying one of the Coach perfumes, in my opinion, I think this one is beautiful. I might go ahead and try the Floral one just to see how that pineapple note does. Some people really like it and some people just didn't care for it. So I'm a little on the fence about that. If anyone has tried the Floral one, please let me know if you enjoy that perfume. And that is it for my review on the Coach Blush Floral. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I am pumping out a lot of fragrance videos. I'm trying to sit down almost every day. Since I am filming my first videos, I'm trying to do a dedicated review for all of my scents so that I can have a lot of reviews up. Please subscribe if you do love perfume videos, and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video.
I wake up from the sunshine on my face.